Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Thelma's Creations and More, where today I'm excited to begin a new challenge with you. It is going to be called the 80 Days of JJ Stuffies Challenge, which stands for 80 Days of Junk Journal Stuffies Challenge. Now, for those that don't know what a junk journal is, it's a journal made out of quote-unquote junk, things that people would throw away or consider trash, or printable journal things. It's just something that you put together to create. A stuffy is something that you can stuff inside that journal. It could be a tag, it could be an embellishment, it could be a little journal pack, it could be a little notebook, a little journaling card, anything that you can stuff in your journal. And so I'm excited to begin with this challenge, and this challenge is from That's Just Penny. I will link all the information down in the description box below. What I'll be using for this day one, which we will be making stamped ephemera, is I'm going to be making, I don't know if this will come up, but I will link down this video. I bought a kit from That's Just Penny. It has all this stuff in it to create. I did do a video, so I'll link it down below. I'll be using that kit. And for this day one, for the stamped ephemera, you will need stamps. I am rebuilding my stash again, so believe it or not, I only have one stamp, and it's a little butterfly stamp. And any ink that you have, I do have the archival ink. The reason I like this one is because it's permanent and it's waterproof. And why is that important? Because later on, as you go through, and you'll know if you're new to junk journaling, you might want to add coffee stain to it, or inks, or paints, or if you get water on it, or any sort of liquid, if it's not waterproof, guess what? It's gonna run and ruin your image. That's why you want something that is waterproof and permanent. But don't worry, if you don't have this kind of ink, you can use a regular ink pad. Just remember that you used the other ink pad, and that it will run if you get it wet. So you will need stamps, whatever stamps you have, ink pad, and paper scraps, or anything that you'll want to stamp on. So I'm going to look through my kit that I got from Penny. I'm going to use this. She put a little piece of, like, it looks like butcher paper. And anything that really you want to stamp on. And so I'm just going to look through the kit that I have. Ooh, I like this. She put tissue paper. Oops. I have my fan on. That's why it's blowing like that. I'm going to take a book page. What else? Let me see. Okay. And then, whoa. Please don't fall. I'm going to pull out, or I pulled out some scrapbook paper that I had. And I thought I'd use these, because it has a background, and it'll give me a background on my butterfly. And so today we'll be doing stamped ephemera. Ephemera is just anything that you can use to enhance, you know, your embellishments, your book. You can use tickets, you can use anything else, but today we're making our own with a stamp. In my case, a butterfly stamp. That's all I have in my stash. Anything that you want to stamp on. As you can see, I just grabbed different papers. And then you stamp. What I was doing, sorry. As you can tell, I had my coffee, so I'm a little hyper. Excuse me. It's just generously putting on ink on the stamp, and then just stamp. Stamp away at your heart content. And I don't know if you noticed, but I have a dark impression. Like the first impression is darker, and then the next one is lighter. I do that just to clean off my stamp. In this case, I won't be changing stamps, but that helps when you're changing stamps. And so this was The Art of Jewish Cooking. And so I'm going to put it on the text itself. And then since this is brown, like I said, I can go back and get darker colors. What we're going to be doing or what we are doing is just stamping. This is tissue paper, and if you handled tissue paper before, there is a glossy side and there is a matte side. So pay attention to that. Oh, you know what? I really like this. This one I'm going to do differently, and you'll see as we go why. Like I said, I am rebuilding my stash, so I only kept this butterfly stamp. I used to have a beautiful collection of stamps, but I had to get rid of a lot of my supplies. So what I'm doing here is I took a scrapbook paper. I don't know if there you go. You can see it's like a little map on the back, and it's double-sided paper, and it has this kind of motif on it. So I'm doing the same thing, and I'm just stamping wherever I really want to, because I want some of that paper from the back to act as my background. So now if I want to use this as a journaling card or something, now I have more complex things going on. So I'm going to do the back, because I'll decide as the upcoming videos come along how I want to use it, if I want to use this side or the other side. What we're doing with this particular video is just stamping. In the upcoming videos, what we're going to be doing is working with the stamped ephemera, or any of the stamping that we're doing. Pardon me, my phone is receiving a message of some sort. We're going to use it as a build upon. In other words, we're going to take this and build something else. So I encourage you to take out your supplies, any ink that you have, any stamps. Again, I took, this is regular like thin scrapbooking paper, but see how it has different text on it. What I'm going to use it as is background for my butterflies. It gives it more substance. It makes your stamp really pop out. I've found I really like doing this. And like I said, I'm only using the butterfly because that's what I have. And then I found this one is kind of like a barbed wire, chicken barbed wire. I thought it would be interesting to put some butterflies on it. Oh, I do like that. And so this is what we'll be doing, is stamped ephemera. You can take any stamp that you have. Let's say you say, well, Thelma, I don't have any stamps. You know, I'm building up my stash. I don't have any stamps. What can I use? Well, you can use anything, really. It's just an impression, right? Like you put it on there and you take it. So, for example, you can take a, you know, like an eraser and dip it in ink pad. If you don't have an ink pad, you can take just a regular marker and kind of mark it on there and push it down. Basically, what you're doing is getting the shape of here and putting it down. So you can take an eraser, you can take like, well, I just happen to have a flashlight, but see, you can put like the marker around the round one and put it down. You could also take your any kind of paint and do the same thing, just kind of put it and put it down. So you don't have to have the ink. Basically, you need to have something to get something on it. Ink, paint, what else would be good? Not modeling clay. I'm thinking of the white stuff. Gesso. You can take anything really that you can build upon. So if you have markers, not crayons won't work because they won't stick to the surface. Anything that will stick to the surface, markers, ink, paints, watercolors would work. It would take a little bit more pass, and the when you stamp it down, when you push it down, it would be lighter. But you know, look around your house. Maybe you have food dye. There you go, food dye. You can just use this and get this wet here around the edge. And what you're doing is looking for a shape, a transfer of something on a paper. And like I said, just look around your house and see what you have. I did have some scrap cardstock and scrapbooking paper that people had sent me. I did get the kit from Penny. Like I said, I will be linking it in the description box below. If you're interested in purchasing the kit from her, which was a fabulous assortment of things, especially to do this challenge. Excuse me. And all you do is make that impression on here. And we're going to take what we're doing today, the stamped ephemera, and we're going to use it to build up or do something else in the next video. So I hope that you come back and see day 2 of the Junk Journal Stuffies Challenge video on my channel. Below in the description box, I will link the video that I did a walkthrough for the kit from That's Just Penny. I will leave you the links to That's Just Penny's blog, her YouTube channel, so that you can see hers. I did start this challenge later. I was having challenges with my technical challenges with my video. My phone wasn't working yet again for some reason, but I think I resolved it. And like I said, I'm starting off again. I'm building my stash. So if you're out there saying, well, you know, I don't have a lot of things to guess what? I don't either. So we will cheat, if you will. We will be inventive with our things. And for example, like I tell you, I did have a stamp and I did have an ink, but I did give you ideas in case you didn't have ink, you didn't have a stamp, something that you could use to get the same effect while you build up your stash. So thank you so much for stopping by my channel. That was Creations and More, of course. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. Share it with your friends, with your colleagues, you know, with a fellow crafter. And leave me a comment in the description. In the description box. Oh my gosh. Leave me a comment down below and I'll get back to you. If you have any questions, concerns, or anything like that, just leave me a comment and I'll answer you. So I hope you have a great day. And as always, my friends, keep crafting. Bye.